Hello and welcome to a short video on how you can tell the difference between your male and female harlequin rasboras. This might be because you're thinking about breeding them, or perhaps you're just curious about the mix in your tank. Either way, it is always helpful to be able to tell your fish apart. And for the most part, harlequin rasboras do look very similar, and the difference between the males and females is really quite subtle. And this is even more so if your fish happen to still be juveniles, which is what can make choosing a balance between both males and females so difficult when you're looking at them in the shops, because these tend to only stock baby fish who aren't showing any sexual characteristics yet. This being the case, if you are looking to have a go at breeding harlequins, then you really need to be buying a school of at least 8 fish just to maximise your chances of getting both genders. And then you're going to have to raise them for about 3 to 5 months before you're going to be able to tell them apart. And by far the easiest way to do this is to look at the base colour of your fish. Not the black triangle that covers the side of the tail, nor the colour of the fins, as these can vary remarkably between fish depending on their dominance within the group, their age, and even what kind of lighting they're under. But that base colour never changes. In breeding males, this is always a nice, deep pink that's particularly evident around the base of the dorsal fin. And in females, this pink has a bronze sheen to it that makes her look shinier, but not quite so vibrant. If your fish are still a little bit young and you're not sure, then you can also look at the shape of their back. Females have a strange and distinctive flat bit that is just behind their head. In males, this is a nice smooth curve, but the females have a more angular appearance, which I think makes them look a bit tougher than their rather dainty male counterparts. Females of breeding age will also fill up with eggs, which gives them a very distinctive rounded belly that is particularly large if you feed them in the evenings, when the combination of lots of eggs plus a big meal means one seriously round belly. Meanwhile, the males will always be sleek no matter how much you feed them. Behaviour-wise, there is very little difference between male and female harlequins. They are both inherently lazy, and for the most part they are quite content to simply amble around looking for food. Sometimes the males can get a little bit peppery with each other, and they will flare their fins and swim alongside each other as they compete, especially if one of the females is looking like she's thinking about laying eggs, or if you've added more fish to the school recently, in which case they're going to need to re-establish their pecking order. But even these squabbles are a very minor affair, and they'll never come to any real damage. Even if they do, the most it's ever going to be is the odd nipped fin. Harlequins are perfectly peaceful fish. Overall, both males and females are delightfully easy to keep, and having a balance of both genders in your aquarium will bring out the best in them. Anywho, I hope you've enjoyed this little video and it helps you in sexing your harlequin rasboras. Happy fish keeping everyone, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye!